It wasn't horrible. We could have not gotten anything, and we're starting with Archlodon, which, Tatsugiri. It's a full art. I'll probably show it on the screen what number it is. There's our illustration rare. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Georgosaur here. You guys know what time it is. Today we have a plethora of cards here because these little boxes that we're going to be opening up have different types of packs in them, obviously. They do have Stellar, they do have Twilight, they do have Surging Sparks, and maybe you guys already know what kind of boxes there are, but we're going to be opening up these boxes here that I'm going to show one at a time. We got our Mass of Ogerpon. That little box, Premium Collection Max of Ogerpon, has 2 promos, an oversized card, and 10 booster packs. Obviously, there is some Twilight in there, but there are other packs in here as well. I'm gonna go show these to you when we open up a little bit, but we only have one of these boxes, so whatever we get is what we get from that box. There's no other possibilities. And then we have our Venusaur and Blastoise box. Premium collection as well. 2 promos, an oversized, and 10 packs. Here we have Stellar and Surging, and I think it's only those 2, but either way, we'll see what's in them all together. But again, when we open these, I'm going to show you guys the promos, what stuff that you can get in it all the way, even though in the box it does say it, but we're going to show you nonetheless. But make sure to stick around and see what we get. Okay guys, so we went ahead and opened up the boxes. Our Ogerpon box has obviously 5 Temporal and then 5 Twilight. This one's going to be opened up in the middle of the video. Why? Because we only have one box, so I'm putting that in between the other of the 2s. And then it has obviously the Jumbo card with the stamp, and it has its 2 cards as well, which is Wellspring Mask and Earthflame Mask with the stamp as well. Why did they not do the green one? Because the green one's playable, so they're not going to give it a promo. Maybe that's probably why. Who knows? But those are there. And then we have the one with Blastoise and Venusaur, which that one has 5 of Stellar and then 5 of Surging. So Stellar obviously has our Bulbasaur and Squirtle that we're going to be going for there. Our Jumbo is our Venusaur. And then we have our Venusaur and Blastoise as well there, which there's a code for that one there as well. But that's the cards that we're going to be using. That's what we're going to be opening up. Make sure to stick around. Let's see how it starts, because we're going to obviously start with, since we have 4 boxes of this one, we're going to start with 2 of the Venusaur Blastoise ones, which is going to be 5 Stellar, 5 Surging, then another one, then we're going to do the Temporal and Twilight, and then the other 2 of Stellar and Surging as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's see. We got Bulbasaur here helping us out, our little Bulbasaur pin, obviously because we can get Bulbasaur in the Stellar Crown. And here we're going to be able to go straight to the back with our 3. Whatever we get, it's going to be worthwhile here. So we're hoping for the little kids, Bulbasaur, obviously, and Squirtle right there. He is manifesting. So whatever of those 2. Obviously, we have our own manifestation here with Latios, and we have the big man manifesting in Twilight Masquerade. So hopefully something will show with these 5 boxes in total. So again, it's gonna be 20 Stellar, 20 Surging, 5 Temporal, and 5 Twilight, which we decided do a little change up there. It's not gonna be in the middle. Twilight and Temporal will be at the end, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video. Hopefully we'll end with a big bang there, because again, that was our only box, and hopefully that only box ended up being a very nice one at that. But either way, Stellar and Surging are not, well, Stellar maybe. It's Stellar just because, again, it has the Bulbasaur and the Squirtle, but Surging, not a weak set, has some very good cards in there, so hopefully we can get something from them. But we're starting Stellar Crown with absolutely nothing in the first box from those 5 packs. Let's see if Surging will make up for that with something in these 5 packs. If not, then that first box is a bust, which is going to be pretty sad after 10 packs. Meaning that the 30% ratio The average, the possibilities of the 30%, which would be 3 hits, didn't do anything here in this point, but again, Surging might have stuff, might not. We have 3 packs left, so hey, maybe it won't happen. But again, these boxes, the entire reason behind them are the promos, but obviously after 10 packs, you kind of aren't just expecting a promo, right? But Cetitan to start us off, our boy there, and since it's not like things against each other or different boxes against each other, I'm just gonna put them to the side here and have it be like we used to when we would just have rounds of regular stuff, not against each other. But an illustration rare to start, at least not the best. It's Justice of Titan right there, price, and our Amulet of Hope, which again, A-spec, really not much of anything with these guys, but it's still a hit. And our last one from our first box, well, we got one more, at least a 30% ratio, but it's not like it's confirmed like we've said before. First 10 packs, and Justice of Titan and Amulet of Hope. So if the first box is any sign is what the video is going to be like, hopefully it changes, because if it stays like that, pretty sad. Again, even though we had 2 hits, it's only 1 below the ratio, so it wasn't horrible. We could have not gotten anything, and we're starting with Archlodon. Our Archlodon here in Stellar Crown, which again, still an illustration rare, but it's not like it's a big illustration rare. Obviously, we already know who the big boys here are, the illustration rares are, but still very different opening already, starting off with a hit when the other one was all the way to the last few packs just in Surging Spark. So here we're starting with Stellar Crown giving us some stuff. Our Slowpoke and Raging Bolt, which, speaking of Raging Bolt, we have that possibility of pulling him in Temporal Forces, which is a card that every time we open, I'm like, if we can pull that Raging Bolt finally. So got another 5 chances of that happening, which I'm not giving my hopes up, but still 5 chances of that happening nonetheless. So let's see if that does happen or not. But again, 1 illustration rare so far. The same damn illustration rare again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pile him on top, because double Archlodon there. You would say same box, it should be different, but again, I think these packs are just randomly assigned. So double illustration rare here, better than what we already had at the start, so can't really say I'm not unhappy, even though it is the same damn hit, but still 2 illustration rares, better than our first box. And now we're moving to Surging. So Surging Sparks, here are Cetitan, and we have here audience expecting a Pikachu, at least the regular Pikachu EX, so hopefully we can get the luck there. We have 20 packs of Surging Sparks, so let's see if in those 20 packs we can pull it. Even though when we've done videos with booster boxes, meaning they're more than 20 packs, we have not pulled it, so I don't know what our luck will be today. If we pull it, it's very nice. If not, luck's not a lady, and it's not really giving us much there. But there's our code and our 3. See how well off we are with Surging. Hopefully we get one more here from Surging, because if not, again, that's only 2 hits from 10 packs. Got this and another one to go, so I'm hoping for at least one more thing to show up. If not, then it's another 20%, and there we go. Our slacking, it's not 20% at least. There's our ratio, 30%, but it is just an EX. So let's see if we can get one more from Surging. Something good, something nice looking, and not just another Cetitan, which, Tatsugiri. It's a full art. It's a full art, can't really say that, but it's way better than our first one, which was only 2, so we doubled the amount. Very good. So again, doubled the amount. Let's double the amount again. Can't really double it. We're not going to get 8. At least if we get 8, that's going to be a high pass opening. But it's not black and white, so can't really expect to get 8 pulls from 10 packs here. If we do, it's going to be really great, and if not, then it's basically the norm. But when I meant double, I was like, let's get another 2, making it 6. 6, obviously, being more possible than the 8, but let's see how it turns out. Again, Hugo was making the comments, Archelon, a regular illustration rare from Stellar Crown, was double. Why couldn't it have been double Bulbasaur or double Squirtle? But no, it was double Archelon, which again, we've complained about that already. You guys already know, but the batching and the possibilities and the everything, even though they're both illustration rares, there's our Grand Tree, another A-Spec. Even though they're both illustration rares, they're still not equal, obviously. So they can both be illustration rares, but they are not on equal footing, and Pokemon knows that as well. So it's not like it's gonna happen. There's our 3, our Diancie, and our Carracosta, which here so far, just our tree. Which again, if that's just all we get in this box, it's gonna be the saddest box so far. But because our first box was 1 A-Spec and an illustration, but if this box is just A-Spec, then we're in the dumps. That's why he stopped. That's why he stopped, but it's okay. There's our code and our 3 with Ralor. Archelon showing his face again. Another Archelon. If this was another Archelon illustration rare, which if one could end up showing up again in the video, because we still have 5 more of Stellar Crown, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. But again, that's not what we're hoping for, obviously. We want the boys, but here we're on Surging Spark, so it's not like we're gonna get them anyways. But we want a little Pikachu to show its face. Pikachu, obviously. Surging Sparks does have the Latias, which a Latias EX wouldn't complain about either, but Pikachu is the boy right now in contention. Our Terrapagos, and this is looking like it's gonna be a repeat of box number 1 with just an A-Spec. Well, actually worse than box number 1, because box number 1 had an illustration rare and an A-Spec. Here so far we've got an EX and an A-Spec. But let's see, last pack, if something will show up or not, because another A-Spec, so double A-Spec and an EX. I think this is worse than the first box. So here's our last chance with the Stellar Crown and Surging Spark, because that's already, if you guys haven't been keeping count, this is box number 4. So this will be 40 packs total already. 20 Stellar, 20 Surging, and still no sign of our little Squirtle boy or Bulbasaur boy. So those are the guys we want to see. If we see a Terrapagos alt, I can't complain there, obviously, but it's still, I think, below them at this point. Probably show it on the screen what number it is. There's our illustration rare, taking down to Titan. I'm gonna switch it out because ice for ice, but just another illustration rare, ice, water type, whatever. Gonna change it out snow for snow, because again, Archelon is repeated at least. So there's that illustration rare, which could have been a Bulbasaur or a Squirtle. Just saying. A Medicham EX, meaning the possibilities are going down, guys. Sadly enough, we've got 2 packs of Stellar Crown left, which, if you've been on the channel for a while, a long time ago, Stellar Crown, we opened that a while ago, and we did like a big opening of it. So you want to go ahead, look at that one, go back and check it out, so you can see how many packs it took to get some good cards to come out from Stellar Crown. Because again, at this point, Stellar Crown ain't really worth much, and the cards that are worth it aren't that hype either, in the sense price-wise. But we still like opening it. Love the chances of our little boys, Squirtle and Bulbasaur. But last pack here for Stellar, we ended up with just those 2. An illustration rare and an EX. Now let's see, with Surging, will we get the Pikachu? I honestly don't expect it, but We'll see. We'll see. We have 5 packs. Got our Gouging Fire. And honestly, I'd be happy with any of them. Just a regular EX Pikachu would be a nice one at this point too. But with our luck now with these boxes, how it started and how it's going, can't really say I'm hopeful. But we'll see, we'll see. There's our code. And then 2 more to go after this boy. We got Caps Kid and Tapu Lele. Again, 2 hits so far. There's our code. And our 3. Kecleon, Excadrill, and Surfer Bruh. A Surfer Bruh. So another full art. Like in the previous box, we got a Tatsugiri. Now we got a full art, but a Surfer. And our last pack, which I'm not giving up my hopes for a Pikachu, but let's see. Last 3. We got Charcadet. Oh! Who gives a damn then, right? Who gives a damn if it's a Pikachu? If this is where we're gonna be pulling. We pulled it. We invoked her. We got the Latias. Our PSA 10 right there, doing its job, invoking and bringing out our baby girl, our whatever you want to say, the queen, Pikachu boy, girl, whatever, but Latias is just a girl, so our queen right here. Last pack, last box of Stellar and Surging Crown. Best possibility there. Very good. Let's finish with our final round. Our difference here, 5 Temporal and 5 Twilight. Hopefully you made it to this point of the video. Either way, it's not that long anyways, and we did end up pulling our beautiful card there. Let's hope with this one box, after those 4 boxes, let's hope that this one box has something to be loaded as well. Honestly, for me, the Raging Bolt from Temporal Forces that we have not pulled would be a great pull, which is at this point Torterra, which is at this point something that is also a big pull. I think it's the biggest one from this of Temporal Forces, but obviously Twilight Masquerade, we already know here we're invoking, hopefully, with our Greninja. So let's see how it turns out with these. Oh, Metagross. Metagross ain't bad either, too. Because right there, price-wise on the screen, very busy artwork, but it looks nice as well. And I'm going to take down our double Archlodons for this guy, obviously. And continue from there. This box, I honestly feel already is pretty good compared to the other ones. Again, it's just an illustration there, but price-wise, you guys already saw. Pretty nice card nonetheless. And Torterra brings up the energy for me either way. But last pack for Temporal. Let's see how it goes. Which we still have 5 for Twilight, so can't be using all of our luck in the first Temporal ones, obviously. And they were all ice. This one has snow. So Titan has snow. Carbuncle has snow. Archlodon is the only one that ended up being the outlier. But I like the art in it. It's just that the Pokemon, I think, would have been a different type. Would have looked maybe a little better with the art style. But our counter, or whatever, Ogerpon mask. Our cornerstone Ogerpon mask. I'm just going to put this guy in the back. It's not Torterra, so it goes to the back. Here, the green one would be the best to pull, obviously. That guy is the most used, which I think all of them are used, but obviously, teal mask is the biggest usage. And our last 3 guys, maybe we started too strong and now Twilight has nothing in here, but just 1 hit. Chimecho, hey, happy with that. Chimecho, still cute and nonetheless not that great. Value-wise, obviously, especially when we're going for the Greninja, but another hit, 2 illustration rares, and a EX. Let's see with our last 2 packs if we can get one more, an A-Spec, maybe the Neo Upper. That would probably be the best A-Spec to be getting here. But our last pack will tell us if anything comes out or not. For this one to be our only box and we get 2 illustration rares, can't really be upset about that. After everything with Stellar Crown and Surging Sparks, that ended up showing up, but it took 4 boxes. But we finished with Ting Lu. So wrap up, guys. Obviously, we're just gonna do all of them. Everything we got: Surging Sparks, Twilight Masquerade, Temporal Forces, and Stellar Crown. 17 in total. Starting with our Apex, which we have 3, 2 from Surging and 1 from Stellar Crown, Amulet, Scramble, and Grand Tree. We got our Medicham from Stellar, Archelon from Surging, Slacking from Surging, Temporal Forces Torterra, and our Cornerstone from Twilight. Got our 2 full arts, both of them from Surging, and then our illustration rares: Stellar Crown, Surging Sparks, 2 Archelons from Stellar Crown, our Chimecho from Twilight, our Metagross from Temporal Forces. With, if we're going by price wise, he'll take the Silver Crown because he is worth like 17 something bucks. Time of recording, you'll see what's different. And obviously, with our VIP in the background, our invite here, Latias takes the Gold Crown. Price on the screen for you guys at the time of recording, she is like 220 something bucks. On the screen is at the time of editing, but she is the winner there. But that's been the video, guys, and I've been Georgisaur. We saw those 5 boxes and you saw how they ended up being. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me which one was your favorite. Even obviously Latias is a good one, but Metagross, good illustration rare as well. But that's been it. Go ahead and share the video so more people can join the community, see the types of hits that we're getting, and see how we're doing right here with our pulls. But that's been it. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night whenever you're watching. Peace out.